Hello everyone, welcome back to a Blender chessboard video, and in this video I'm going to be making some edits to my chessboard. So to start off, something I realized was that the chessboard is in the wrong position. So I'm gonna RZ and I'm gonna rotate it 90 degrees. And now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go into my Z-axis and I'm of course going to line it up with all the pieces. So now that we have that, our positioning is correct, except the king and the queen, I put them in the opposite places. So we're gonna flip those. Yeah. And now that we flip those, we can go on to the next thing. For the next part, I'm just going to need the board, nothing else. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to go into edit mode, and I'm going to click on X, B, I'm going to drag, go into the Y viewpoint, B, drag, the negative X viewpoint, B, drag, negative Y, drag. And now that we have all of those, what I'm going to do, I'm going to E and S. I'm going to scale it out about that much. I think that's good. Yeah. And now I can go into shading. I'm going to look at my Z, B, 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 and then I'm going to move down, B, and now that I have everything selected, I'm also on the right color, which is the brown color. I'm going to click assign, and now we have our wood color, and I just want to make that a little darker to make it feel more wooden or chessboardy. So I think that's good. But at the same time, I feel like the chessboard might be a little too thin. So I'm going to select everything on the bottom. I'm going to go to our negative Y. I'm just going to GZ. I'm going to extrude about that much. I think that's good. Now we're going to go back onto our layout. And we're going to add everything back. The next thing I saw is that the bottom of all of the chess pieces are supposed to be the same size. So I'll show you what I mean. First we're going to take out the board and the camera and lights. And we're going to start with the rooks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all of my rooks and GZ to move it. Okay, wait, no. First of all, I'm gonna line it up with the knight. So G. Okay, no. So GZ. Or is that not working? Okay, it's because I'm in edit mode. That's why. Yeah. So now GZ. And it's still not working? Okay, you know what? Where is, yeah, I'll just use this. Now we're going to move it up to about there. And also, I'm going to have to move this rook a little to the side, because that was not in the right position. And now what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to take all of my rooks and I'm going to go into edit mode and negative Z, and I'm going to select the bottom part, and to do that I'm going to need to B, just drag it, B, drag, B drag, or you can select them all manually, which I think might be easier right now. And now we're gonna move over here to our other one. So B, and then select all of the other ones. And don't forget to press Shift while you're doing this, or else it will not keep your previous ones. And now we go to our next rook. We're gonna select all of these. And now we're gonna go all the way up here and select our last one. So once you are done with that, I'm going to scroll out, see if everything was selected. Everything was. I'm going to go to our negative y. So now I can see this. I'm going to SZ. I'm going to click 0. And now I can just GZ to move, and I'm going to move this down. So there we go. We have the bottom of our rook. Now, if you can tell, they're sort of lined up, and that's what I mean by the bottom of everything has to be the same. And we're using the knight because right now that has the best bottom, in my opinion. So now that we have the rooks correctly made, let's move on to the bishops. So we're going to go back into object mode and select all the bishops. And then of course we have to move them up and move them to about there. And now I'm going to go into edit mode, negative Z. Here I'm going to have to B to select everything here. And then I'm going to come here, B to select everything. And now I'm going to go down, B to select everything. I'm going to do the same thing for the last one over here. And now that I have that, I'm going to go on to Y this time. And now we just GZ, we move that out, and then S to scale. But we can't do that, we have to do that individually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into our negative Z. I'm going to B, select this. I'm going to go back into Y. I'm just going to scale this out. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the one over, or wait, yeah, to the one over here. Or if you want, you can keep it like that, but I prefer it like this, if it's sort of not tilted. It's like that. Now we're going to go to negative Y. Do the same thing here. I'm going to deselect everything. B to select all of that. Negative Y. That's to scale, and I can see it here. So we're just going to scale it like that. So B, negative Y, and just scale this out. And with that, we have our bishops done. Now we can move on to our king and our queen. So kings, I select both. And queens, I'm also going to select both. And to move this up, I think we need to move it up only a little. So about to that mark, maybe. But also I'm gonna position and move the king a little. So now I'm gonna select everything here. I'm gonna go into edit mode. And this time I'm lucky because it's only one circle I have to click. So now I can just go into Y and GZ. I'm gonna bring that down. I'm gonna bring that out a little. Okay, actually no, I'm not gonna bring it down. I'm not gonna bring it out. GZ. So I think that's good. We have that. And I'm just realizing something is wrong here. Something happened. Okay, apparently I clicked two different things. Think. Yeah. I clicked the top of the king by accident. So we're just gonna move that down. And that's good. Now, I'm gonna do our final piece, which is going to be the pawn. And let me just put everything into their respective folders or collections. I'm gonna select gold pawns and silver pawns. Now, let's see, I'm gonna move them up to about there. And now, I'm gonna go into edit mode. And luckily, somehow, all of the bottom is already selected for me. I don't know how. I think it's because it's the last thing we touched, maybe. But if it's not selected for you, go do that. I'm just going to GZ. Probably GY. Let's see if that works. It doesn't. I think we can leave it like that. So that looks pretty good. And nothing much changed. So now, on to our next thing. Remove everything but the knights. So we're gonna make everything else not visible. I'm gonna select all my knights because I realized something when I was rewatching the video. The reason the knights look like a dog is because I forgot to add the hair. So what we're going to do, I'm going to select the middle ones up till here, and I'm gonna click, I think it's E, yeah, it's just E. So you're gonna make it that much, and we're gonna press G. But instead, I think we also need to select the ones on this side, so let's do that. And now we have those selected. I'm going to go on to -X, E to extrude. I'm going to extrude about that much. I'm going to move it like that. And now I'm going to click on these ones to the side. And the other ones as well. And once I have everything selected, I'm going to go into X, click E, and I'm going to make it about half of what I made it last time. I'm going to move it, and I think that looks pretty nice. And there, it actually looks like a knight piece now. Now we're just going to do the same thing with our gold ones. So that should be all of them. Is it? Yeah, it is. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And X, or oh wait, no, deselected. Z, X, and now I'm gonna E to extrude it, about that much. Don't scale it, you just have to move it. Okay, good, it happened for both. And now I'm going to select side ones here. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And now I'm going to look from the negative X viewpoint, E to extrude, and then G to move. So that looks really good. And now that we're done with both sides, we can leave the knights alone now. Go back to object mode. And I'm going to bring everything back. Now, the last edit we're going to have to do is going to be the numbers and letters on the actual chessboard. And to do that, we're going to start by adding some text. Okay, so we're going to add text. And first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to go to the Z viewport. And I'm just going to G and put it over here. And I'm going to scale this out a lot, about that much. And now I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm going to change this to 1. And I'm going to move this over. Control C, Control V. Move it down. Select both of these, Control C, Control V. Move them down. Control C, or select those. And then Control C, Control V. And just move that around like that. And now what I can do, I'm going to select them all individually. So I'm going to change this to 2. Get out object mode. I'm going to select this. I'm going to change it to 3. Object mode. I'm going to select this. I'm going to go into object mode and change it to 4. And then I'm going to select this. I'm going to go into, I keep saying object mode, sorry, I meant edit mode. And I'm going to make it 5. I'm going to go here, edit mode, 6. And then the last two, of course, 7 and 8. So I'm going to click on it, edit, 7, edit mode, 8. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all of these. Let's see if it works. If I can, Control J, so I can't. But what we can do, I'm going to extrude all of them by 0.1. And hopefully it did it to, okay, it only did it to one of them. It's okay. So 0.1, enter. Click on this, 0.1, enter, click on, or actually, you know what, no, we can keep it like that. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to, oh wait, no, they're already, yeah, so that's good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to convert all of these, so I'm going to convert all of them to a mesh. So now I can Control J them. But before I do that, I'm going to make a copy of it. I'm going to rotate it by Z and 180. I'm going to move it over here. can I Z Y 180? Okay, so that doesn't work. So Z, no, not Z. I would need to go into RX. Let's see if that works. 180. Yeah, it did work. And now we need to do Z. No, why do I keep doing Z? It's RX now. Or I guess it's RZ. Or RY 180, maybe? Wait. RY 180. Yeah. There. I did not do it. Okay, it's okay. I will figure this out in a minute. Let me just RZ 180. And we can rearrange those in a minute. For now, I want to select the first 8. And I'm going to Control J all of those. And now I'm going to rename that numbers 1. Or number 1, I guess, for now. And now, we're going to rearrange these ones. So, of course, 1 goes here, because it's on the other player's side. And 8 goes over here. Yeah. 2 goes over here. I'm going to click on 7 and move it over here. 3 goes over here. 6 is going to go over here. And then 4 is going to go over here. I'm going to carefully select 5 and move it. Oh no. Okay, it's okay. I'm going to go into edit mode and delete number 5. Delete faces. And we're going closer. Delete faces. Just that one little one. And delete faces. Now what I can do, I'm going to go back into object mode. I'm going to click on 4, C, V, or Control C, V. I'm going to go into edit mode. Or I cannot go into edit mode right now. We're going to have to convert this. Or just add a new one. So I'm going to add, and I'm going to add text, G, and then this is Z, no, R, Z, 180, enter, G, and I'm gonna edit mode, backwards all, I'm gonna make that 5, can't see it right now, there we go, scale it, G, move it here, and now I'm gonna click on this. Let's see, where is this? 1.7127. So 1.727. That's not what I saw. 7127. So now that I got that, we have all the numbers. But I just need to flip these ones. So R, I think it would be Y. Yep, 180. Enter. And now we just move this here. So there we go. We got all of our numbers on both sides. And let me convert this to a mesh. So now we can take all of the remaining ones, Control J, and this is going to be number 2. And now we can just create a new folder or new collection. I'm going to name this numbers and just place both of these into it. I'm going to make a new collection and I'm going to name this one letters. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, or I can't take that actually. I'm going to add, and I'm going to add text, Z, and then G, S, R, 90, G, and then this would be A. So I'm going to edit mode and delete everything, and of course it has to be capital, so make sure of that. And this is going to be 7.7127, I think. Was it? No. It's 1 point. Okay. 1.7127. Enter. Now from the A position, Control C, Control V. I'm gonna place that there. Control C, Control V. I'm gonna place that there. Control C, Control V. Place that there. Now I'm going to choose all of these, or select all of them. Control C, Control V. I'm just going to move them down. And now this, I'm going to go into edit mode. This is going to be B. This is going to be C. This is going to be D. E, F, G, and finally H. Now I'm just realizing that all of these are in the wrong rotation again. So R, 90. I guess not. I'm gonna guess negative 90 then. Yep. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this, or at least first of all I'm going to need to move it down. So I'm going to move it down. Now I'm going to Control C, Control V. I'm going to R 180. So now I have this. And if I RY 180, I'll get this. And now this would be correct. I just need to RX 90 180. No, so it's not RX, it's RY 180. Enter, remove it. RY 180. RY 180. Yeah, so RY 180. RY 180. And I'm going to do that for G. RY 180. Now I'm just going to select all of these and move them back. So now what I can do, I'm going to convert this to a mesh, and I'm going to Control J. Now that they're joined, I'm going to move them over here. And now I'm going to take all of this, convert to mesh, and then Control J. And now I'm going to rename this as letters 1 and letters 2. And now, finally, what I'm going to do, we're on the last step. I'm going to, actually no, I don't need to color them. It's supposed to be white. So now we're going to revise everything of what we did in this video. So first of all, we changed the position of the king and the queen. We added hair to our horse. We made the outer part of our chessboard. And finally, we made all of the bases about the same size. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!